In the space of just a few years your lives have changed and still continue to do so. It has created a difficult situation for so many people, and governments with few exceptions seem incapable of coping with it. That it should reach a point where people are being made homeless is sacrilege, yet authorities seem unable to find the answers. It is a sad reflection of the ability of those you give the authority to look after you. So where or when will it end? And in a very fluid situation it is difficult to find an answer. However, we do have a greater overview and see an end to your troubles, but with more changes still to come. As we see it, a number of changes at the top are necessary before the end comes into sight, and at best there are at least 2 or 3 years more of difficulties to be encountered. So keep your positive thoughts in mind of a future that takes care of any problems you are encountering now and make your path somewhat easier. Certainly your guides will be pleased if you take such a positive approach, and be assured that they are completely behind you. The world may be in a turmoil, but finding a way of taking your mind off outside influences can ensure that your focus is fully on your objectives. No doubt once you are centered you will be totally absorbed in your life and achieve the positive results you are hoping for. The experience you gain every time from each life will raise your level of belief in yourself. Whatever path you are on, it will be sure to face you with challenges that will uplift you if they are successfully dealt with. As we have mentioned many times, you are always given tasks that are not beyond your capabilities, as you have so much experience to call upon. These times are the final tests that many will experience, and they will be expected to successfully cope with them. As you evolve you never stop learning, and as you are only just moving out of the lower vibrations there is so much more to learn. In real terms you are also being given lessons that will carry you far, and from this time onwards you will learn more about the cosmos. After all, you are rising up and look for greater knowledge to help you understand what lays before you. Believe us when we tell you what a great future lays ahead of you, one you have little concept of at present. For a start, you are far greater than you probably realize and have such a wonderful future ahead of you. So do not let the ravages and problems of the dimensions get you down. They will pass very soon and the way forward will be so much clearer. Evolution never stops until you return to the Godhead, but that time is far, far away at present. Meantime you must keep an open mind as to what your future may hold for you. Do not, if possible, keep to firm ideas, as you may prevent the intended outcome. Much more is prearranged for you than you could possibly imagine. It is of course with your prior agreement, as you will have fully discussed it with your guides. Yet you still have free will, but obviously it is in your interests to follow your life plan if your goal is achieved. By following a different path you simply extend the length of time it takes you to uplift your vibrations, and that is the most important goal for you. You are in times when those of you who have overcome the lower vibrations, are being called upon to help those souls who are still seeking their path and the greater truth. They are often find it difficult to lift up and still weighed down by the negativity around them. It is when a helping hand is needed to indicate the direction they should be making, for as few understand that spiritual evolution is very important to them at this time. Indeed, few really grasp their real potential and are not necessarily ready to accept the truth of it. However, it comes to all in the course of time, as all souls will eventually arrive at the truth of their being, their real self. Often it is by observing others who seem to understand the true purpose of life. It is important that every soul realizes that they are eternal and that they have had many lives that are part of their growth. Not all of them would be regarded as pleasant, but sometimes certain experiences are necessary to overcome faulty thinking and actions that hold you back. It is where experiences are arranged so that you can realize where you are going wrong. Rest assured that your guides will still endeavor to help you through such testing times, but they will not go against your decisions or free will. Your lives are much more organized than you realize, and the object is to help you fulfill your life plan. The problems arise because those souls who have been pulled down into the mire of negativity take others with them, who find it hard to lift up their vibrations again. It is where the guides have a difficult task to guide them to a path that can release them from the hold upon them. Often souls learn from seeing how others lead their lives and benefit from it. It is no good souls blaming others for their difficulties, as ultimately they are answerable for their actions regardless of who else is involved. We do not condemn souls that have gone astray, as we know that they will greatly benefit from their experiences. It is often very tough going and even unpleasant, but when lessons have to be learned, there is no escaping them. I leave you with love and blessings, and may the light brighten your days and path to completion. This message comes through my higher self, my God self, and every soul has the same connection to God.